yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Wasting Time with Bass and Truth. Bring up my chat here. Let's click on that. What's up, Bear, GNA, Paper Chaser, John, Miss Sue. Who else was in here? Okay, hi. Okay, how you doing? Blues and G Music. What's up, my friend? Yeah. Okay. You gotta shoot me a message. I want what kind of music you want. I got something in mind, but before I put something together, I want to kind of get your input on the music. You know what I mean? Because I can go like 3 different ways with it.
What's up, Bear?
Yep. Thank you, Bear. I appreciate that.
GNA, Paper Chaser, Miss Sue.
Gonna work on something for my sister, Miss Lakea, for her channel.
Dizzle.
Yep. What's up, Dizzle? So tonight it's just wasting time with Bass and Truth because we don't have any popular topics. My friend, I'm trying to get my friend on, but he's a business owner, and like Wolf, sometimes you gotta get rid of people and you gotta cover those shifts.
Wolf. Today is Wolf's birthday. Happy birthday,
yes.
Wolf.
Yes, Wolf, if you're watching or you hear this later, man, happy birthday. So, yes, wasting time. We can talk about anything and everything. First off, you know what? We're going to start off with this, with a little review here. If you guys have Amazon Prime, go check out The Terminal List, starring Chris Pratt. Dude.
I've been looking at that.
I binge watched. It's like 8 or 9 episodes. I binge watched it all when I was doing doubles over the weekend. Yo, that show is crazy.
See, I'm not all about the binge watching.
No, meaning like you can sit there, you can play one episode and move on. Like the next day, whenever you get to it, play another episode. I just happen to be working like fucking 16-hour shifts Saturday and Sunday, so I gotta. After everybody was like fed and meds were done, I had a chance to sit down and watch the show, and it was really good. It's about government testing on soldiers. It's a really damn good show.
See, now I'm gonna have to check it out because I'm paying for Amazon Prime, and the only thing I watch on that damn thing is like conspiracy shows, and I used to watch Top Gear when Top Gear was on there, but they took that shit off quick.
Yo, they've taken Top Gear off of Amazon Prime like 3 or 4 times. Like, you guys need to make up your mind. Leave it on there, leave it on there, or leave it off. Don't keep.
And for those who don't know, Top Gear is a British car show, probably the best show ever. One of the best shows.
I've legit, with Clarkson, Hammond, and May hosting, I think I've watched every episode that they did at least 5 times. I like cars, and these guys are funny as hell together. Plus, I think they have the best job in the world. They get to drive around $1 million supercars and shit, and mess around and go to exotic places with their friends and shit. Like, who would want to make a living doing that? And now that they got their deal with Amazon Prime, they only put out 1 show a year. So whatever they, in that 1 show a year, whatever they mess up, then the money that they earn, the insurance takes care of it, and then the rest of that is pocket money. That rest of that's pocket money. Like, these guys are filthy rich, and all they do is hang out with their friends. That's what I want to do.
And like, they'll build some wild shit. Like, they had to build limos. One of them built like a 27-foot long, kind of looks like a bug. One dude took a Miata and stretched it to 17 feet. Built boats.
But yeah, if you got Prime,
go across the Bering Strait. Was it the Bering Strait?
Yeah, the Bering. Whatever it is between England and France. Not a big.
Where the walls of Dover are.
Yeah, but yeah, if you got Prime, go check out Terminal List. That show's really good. Like I said, I really only use Prime to order shit, but when I get a chance, I watch like the cheapo Bigfoot movies they have on there. Like, I can't tell you how many. What's up, Cole? I can't tell you how many countless hours I've wasted just watching like C-class Bigfoot movies on there.
They're more entertaining. One of the best Bigfoot movies I've ever seen came out a few years ago. It's the one Exist.
Yep. I know what you're talking about. And it had Ice Cube did a song for that movie.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. It was kind of like in the vein of Blair Witch, almost like as like found footage type deal. Yeah, that was pretty good. One of the better werewolf movies I've seen in the last couple of years is a movie called Howl. Have you seen that yet? About the werewolves that attacked the train out in London.
Nah, man, I thought you was gonna say them dumbass chick flick movies.
What, Twilight?
Yeah.
Now hold up. Listen. You, dude.
Nope.
For you to even insinuate that I would watch some crap like that.
Shit, I don't know, man.
I've watched
some. You watched it. I'm saying maybe the wife made you watch like 15, 20, 30 hour and a half.
Dude, I wouldn't waste time. I haven't watched Harry Potter or the Lord of the Rings.
I've never seen
So to insinuate that I would watch fucking Twilight,
I don't know.
I barely watched the Underworld movies.
Those are good.
Yeah, they are. I admit that. Yeah, John. The Exist. Yeah, that's the one where I guess they hit the baby with the car, and Yeah, the mom comes after them.
I don't know if it's the mom. I think that's more the dad.
Yeah, it could be.
I know one of the craziest scenes is when dude's in that whatever the hell that little trailer or whatever, and he pushes it over the hill.
Don't tell them for the folks that haven't seen it.
Oh,
yet.
sorry. Spoiler alert.
What's up, James? But
Yeah, the one I'm waiting for comes out next month, man.
Which one's that?
Prey. The new Predator movie.
No, actually, what I'm looking forward to is that I'm gonna say it. The new Jordan Peele movie. It's called Nope. It's a UFO. It's got to be. A
Oh
UFO
yeah, okay. I know.
Trailer that is from the trailer. It's got to be a UFO movie.
What's going on, Sean G?
What's up, Sean? But it's got to be a UFO movie. I'm excited about that one. I admit I haven't watched what the hell was his first movie? Is it Keep Out?
Where the dude he goes to his girlfriend's like relative's house and he like I don't know.
Yeah, and they're abducting people and shit. And
Yeah.
I watched a few minutes of that, but wasn't really my cup of tea. I like the sci-fi, which is why I'm excited for that new his new one, Nope. And the only thing left on my watch list now is Ghostbusters. I feel like being such a fan of Ghostbusters, I feel like I need to dedicate an allotted time to watch that movie. You know
Which
what
one?
I mean?
The new one?
Yeah.
You still haven't seen it?
No, not yet.
Oh man.
It's been on my list. I watched the Batman. I liked it.
It was alright.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was alright.
What was wrong with it? What did you think was wrong with it?
What? The Batman?
Yeah.
First off, the guy that they got to play Batman. Like, given I like the grittiness of the movie, but I'm pretty sure they
You think
could have got somebody better to play Batman.
You think it was the wrong actor?
Yes, absolutely. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't right.
All right. So, look here, everybody. Listen, we are on the casting couch right now with Truth and Bass. It's the casting couch. Who do you think? All right, I like the movie. I agree. Could have been a better actor. Who do you think should have been an actor then, Bass? Who do you think could have played it? Now you can't bring in Armie Hammer because Armie Hammer has been blackballed from Hollywood.
Yeah, I know. I seen something about him earlier. Somebody was showing support for him or something like that.
See, Big Cole even said Robert Pattinson sucked as Batman.
See? Like, he didn't suck. He just wasn't good.
Ben Affleck did a better job as a Batman.
I respected Ben Affleck's Batman.
And I really wasn't expecting that when they announced, oh yeah, we're gonna have Ben Affleck play Batman. I was like, what?
Yeah. Who could play a good Batman? That's a tough question.
I know who I want to play the Riddler, and I'm going to look you in the camera right now and tell you this. I need Johnny Depp to play the Riddler. Johnny Depp.
Either him or William Dafoe.
No, William Dafoe would play the Joker.
Oh, yeah. Like Johnny Depp as the Riddler. Oh, absolutely. But
Hey, Shell, I don't know. That is the story about Mr. Armie Hammer. That's some wild shit. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me with some of these Hollywood folks.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I know who Armie Hammer is, but I don't know what he's quote unquote involved in.
Well, I'm not going to say it on air. You're going to have to.
Logan Gregory. Jensen Ackles will make a good Batman.
No. Good idea. No. I would have Jensen Ackles play Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah.
He'd be
I
my
got you.
MC. He'd be
I
my
don't know.
MC Ghost
They're
Rider.
pushing for Keanu Reeves to play Ghost Rider.
No, well, no. I'd give Keanu a different character, but I would
Prominent.
have Jensen Ackles be the new Ghost Rider because he's got that snarkiness, he's got the attitude, and if you haven't seen him on The Boys, you need to go watch it.
Yeah, The Boys is good.
Completely different character from when he played Dean Winchester. And I was a big fan of the Dean Winchester character. He's not too short. Johnny Blaze isn't a tall character. And plus,
No, he's not.
it's Hollywood, man. Camera angles.
Yeah, man. You could be 5'10" and they make you look 6'8".
Like, how tall would you think Arnold Schwarzenegger is? Arnold Schwarzenegger's only like 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Jackman is the height he is. He's like 6'2",
Jackman.
6'3".
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is kind of tall. I think Ryan Reynolds is like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, there's a few of them that are their legit height, but a lot of them are super short. It's all about the camera.
Yeah, look at Robert Downey Jr. If you didn't tell, Robert Downey Jr. is like 5'9".
Yeah, Cruise is a midget.
5'9", 5'10". Tom Cruise is short as hell too.
Like I said, camera angles. They make him look all about the camera angles. What's up, Mr. Don? How you doing?
What's up, Don? And happy birthday. I know it was your birthday recently.
Happy belated birthday, sir. But back to this Batman. Who are we going with? I need Dave Bautista as Bane. He went into a meeting with Warner Brothers and was like, yo, listen, when you guys decide to bring the Bane character back, I'm Bane.
Yeah, basically flat out told him and demanded it.
Mm-hmm. And now, don't get me wrong, Tom Hardy's Bane was awesome.
See, now the thing is, if you're gonna get somebody to play Batman, right? You want somebody who's never played in a superhero movie before. Because I'm getting tired. Like, I enjoy it, but I'm getting tired of guys playing like 3 or 4 different damn characters.
Like Ryan Reynolds, who's been like 7 different people, or what's his name, Chris Evans. Who's been like 4 or 5 different heroes. Yeah, I can see that. Jason Statham for me would be good as Black Mask in the DC universe. Black Mask, that Batman villain. I need Jason Statham as a villain.
Mm-hmm. Shit, you know who they just casted for one of the superhero movies? You ever see We Are the what the hell is the name of the movie where they get the RV and they freaking are transporting the weed?
Yeah, the weird kid. Yeah, he just got cast as in Guardians of the Galaxy, the like super character. What the hell is his name? Adam Warlock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. Yeah. Well, that should be interesting. Oh, and I recently watched the Suicide Squad, the new one. It was enjoyable.
What?
The Suicide Squad, the one with John Cena in it. I like that.
I still haven't watched that yet.
I like that. I'm a fan of John Cena. The Peacemaker was funny as shit.
Yeah, that Peacemaker, that shit was a joke. Especially his dance in the beginning of it or ending of it, whatever. I'm like, all right.
Chris Hemsworth might have been in that RV. No, it wasn't Chris Hemsworth. I'm talking about the kid who played the teenager.
Yeah, he's the one that got.
No. It wasn't that movie. It was the one that had Jennifer Aniston in it.
Yeah, Jason Sudeikis was in it. Jennifer Aniston with the little like a striptease.
Yeah, what the hell was the name of that? We Are something really was.
It's not the Fockers.
I don't know what the hell the name of that movie was, but that kid.
Yeah, he got bitten across by the damn spider.
Has Liam Hemsworth been a superhero type?
Liam Hemsworth?
Chris Hemsworth's brother.
No. The last thing I seen him in that was pretty good was
he was in
Expendables 2. But he was only in it for like maybe 15 minutes. No, he hasn't played a superhero yet.
No, I don't think so. Oh, another one that I've recently watched was Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City.
I've been meaning to watch that.
And
That's the newest one.
that movie has gotten a lot of shit, but I liked it because back in the day when video games came out, they came out with those little pamphlets. You open it up, it came out with a little pamphlet to give you a little story and everything about like the intro to the game.
Mm-hmm.
That movie,
old school Sega and Nintendo games used to come with those.
Yep.
And PlayStation.
I think that movie pretty much gave me what I wanted from the first one that came out. And when the hell did that first one with Mila Jovovich come out? Because this one followed the storyline way, I think, more than her movies did. Her shit was just that, you know what I mean? So you're still avoiding. All right, I'm gonna ask chat, you guys.
I'm drawing a blank on the Batman because I want him to be played by some a new guy, relatively new guy who has the chops to do it.
The person has to be able to pull off a good Bruce Wayne too.
Well, think about it. Freaking Michael Keaton got Bruce Wayne, and Michael Keaton was the damn comedian.
Christian Bale played a great Bruce Wayne and a great Batman. Ben Affleck played an even better Bruce Wayne than he did Batman. You know what I mean? I'm excluding Val Kilmer and
George Clooney.
Yeah, no, those movies don't count to me. Sorry.
Yeah, those movies are off my radar.
Yeah, they're. I mean, they were good entertainment when I was little, but I look back at them now and they were shit.
I'll just leave it out. Somebody relatively new has the chops to play the Dark Knight, the hero. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would like the character of Red Hood to be brought to the big screen because as of now, it's only been a small screen character, and Red Hood has slowly become like my favorite DC character.
what, John? You hated the Christian Bale movies?
Who said that? Who said that?
Man, the one with Bane in it. That was, the Joker one
Come
was
on.
good.
No, come on.
But I like the Bane one better.
Oh, whoa. Come on, man. That Dark Knight Rises wasn't. No, not Dark Knight. Right, the Dark Knight with Heath Ledger wasn't a great movie. No, you're cool, man, but I can't agree with you on that one. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one.
God rest his soul, but man, if he was still alive and he could play more Joker roles, like, because that ending was open ended. Like, that shit could have went on forever, just like it does in the comic books.
Why couldn't Batman? You know what? Maybe I see what you're saying, Don, but maybe when they start introducing the whole alternate universe Batman and Superman and shit, they might introduce something like that. But as of right now, they're not gonna make Batman black. That's not gonna happen. I mean, I'd love to hear Denzel do the voiceover for a an animated Batman movie. But the current person who's doing the animated voiceovers is Jensen Ackles.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did the most recent Batman voiceover.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I think he might be a good Batman.
Hey, G Music, tell your grandson I said what's up.
I really think he might be a good Batman.
You know,
think about it. Think about it.
I know, but I think he'd be a good Johnny Blaze, but
you can get somebody else to play
it's
Johnny
Marvel.
Blaze.
It's Marvel and DC. So Did you see the new trailer for Black Adam?
Yes, that movie looks dope.
And The Rock said he plans on sticking with the DECU for the near future. So right now, the best thing the DCU's got going is Shazam. Hopefully Black Adam turns out good, because the trailers look awesome. And the first Wonder Woman movie was awesome. Wonder Woman 84.
Aquaman was pretty good too.
Yeah, Aquaman was pretty good. And not for nothing, Peacemaker is dominating the DCU right now. Best thing they got going. Yeah. That shit is funny as hell. Oh man, I love that.
Actually,
I can't skip the intro when I'm watching that show. I have to watch the intro.
The DC universe could be so much better than what it is. They have the characters to do it. They just have the wrong directors.
They've got rid of Ezra Miller, the guy who was playing Flash.
Mm-hmm. Well, dude, he was fucking constantly getting arrested like every week.
See,
every week he was getting arrested for some dumb shit. Like that. Like,
yeah. So, see, now I'm gonna start bringing up some of the sour points of the DC.
John, I see your question. I don't know if I want to answer that.
No, actually, there's been talks about that.
Yeah, I know.
About having to play the new Flash, and they can act. So if they can pull it off, they can convince them that they could have the role. Shit, I'll support it. Whatever. As long as you make the movie good, make it interesting. I don't care what the hell you do, what you are. I mean, you can be a fucking purple nipple people eater or whatever the hell you want to be.
Flash is one
good.
of
I'll
those,
watch it.
Flash is one of those characters that's I always like the Flash. The Flash was always good.
So but yeah, I think one of the problems with some of the DCU is they have too many actors playing some of the characters. Like, how many damn Supermen do they have?
Well,
I mean, they got
Superman every 10 years.
No, I mean, like, currently they have
in different shows and shit.
Yeah, they have like a Superman actor on like television. Henry Cavill, who deserves another movie. I don't care what anybody says. They need to stop doing this having no face Superman adage. Put that man in another movie, or let him go to the MCU where he could do some magic.
Yeah, let him go to the MCU.
Like, shit, yo, who could he be in the MCU?
Captain? No, wait, hold on. That's a good question. Because you can't go for me and Superman to something weaker.
No, you have to give him a big character, like a prominent MCU character.
Yeah, John, Namor is supposed to be the. I did see that in the new Black Panther movie. Namor.
And he's got to be a hero because you're going to sign him on for multiple movies. The smart thing would be to sign him on for multiple movies, at least 3. Damn. I'm gonna give that one some thought. I'm gonna come back to that one.
Well, I don't know. Mr. Marvel didn't really have that big of a role. You remember that old school comic book I had where it was like pictures of all the superheroes where they were taking like poses and shit like that, and it was just like each superhero taking like a selfie.
Yeah, I know exactly exactly what picture you're talking about, too. I'll bring it
Where it had him with the Oscar on his arm.
up in a second.
This was a long time ago
Yeah.
when kids actually still went to a comic book store.
This was in the 90s. This was in the 90s.
Dude, Josh still has all his old comic books and Yankee cards and all that stuff like that. I wonder what the hell Dave did with all his old school basketball cards. Because I'm telling you, with all those cards he had, he's probably sitting on a mint right now. What's going on, everyone? As you see, we really don't have a topic tonight, so we're just going to do a little bit. It might change up in a little bit. Don't worry, we'll probably get into some paranormal or something like that. And when True comes back, I'll see if he'll play his video that he caught the other night and explain it. Well, basically tell you what happened with that. Other than that, we're just sitting around chewing the fat. You're hearing the banter between two brothers. We're not spazzing on each other, but okay. Welcome chat. Let's see what's going on. All right. My honest opinion. I know we have some 80s babies in here, a little older. One movie that they need to remake. Stop bullshitting around. You're remaking everything else. You can remake this. It's called The Wraith. Has anyone ever seen that movie? Can't hear you.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I missed that. Chance was knocking on the door. So you're saying?
Oh, I was saying that the one movie that they should remake, stop bullshitting around, remake The Wraith.
Yeah. Would you do the same car racing thing, or would you change that theme?
No, I would keep it in. I would keep the same car racing shit, but I would put it in a city environment now, out in the desert. Because you know how like you have like the underground street racers and shit like that. It'll be in that scene, like that genre.
Oh, Mike, Bass, the character you were talking about, his name is Wonder Man.
What?
Wonder Man.
Yeah, Wonder Man. Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I can zoom out. Can I zoom out?
Dude,
why
you
is
found
my
that
zoom
picture?
on? Yeah, why is my zoom on 200%? What the hell? Yeah, hold on. I'm about to bring it up now. Share screen. Microsoft Edge.
Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely. I still listen to the music off that damn movie.
What?
The music, the soundtrack to The Wraith.
Oh, hell yeah. That's Wonder Man.
That's him, Wonder Man.
But he wasn't a big. I don't think he had a.
That's the problem. He wasn't a big enough character to actually put into a movie.
No, he could be like a side character or something like that, but he wasn't. I don't think he didn't have a big enough placement. I mean, you could introduce him as a character in X-Men, but who?
Listen, man, I'm still waiting for the damn Gambit movie.
That movie isn't. There was a
It's
term
not
that
gonna happen.
Yeah, it'll never happen. Especially if they have Channing Tatum play fucking Gambit. Ugh, what, like seriously?
Did you see the one video that came out? I think it was on YouTube where they did like they did a version of it.
Yes, that one. You know, the Bat in the Sun videos. Have you seen those ones? Like superhero beatdowns? Those are awesome.
Yeah, I've seen those. But the one I'm talking about, it was like basically Gambit.
See,
It was like a whole thing with just Gambit. Have you? I know you've seen this shit where they had him like walking through portals and shit like that.
Yep. I just
That was crazy. Another good one that was on YouTube, if you can go back and find it, was when they made the Power Rangers graphic.
that the Power Rangers bootleg that got like flagged. That got flagged. They took it off the internet. Yeah,
where it had Casper Van Dien in it.
Yeah, you can probably find it on YouTube still. It's called like Power/Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
It was really it was like it's like 10 minutes or so. It's really good. It put a lot of production value in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that need if you go watch that little short, you'll be like, yo, this needs to be a whole movie. Yeah, Sean, Gambit is my favorite character from X-Men. He really is. They can't. Who would you get to play him? Don't say Channing Tatum, because that's who they wanted to cast. And the guy that they had play him in the in that Wolverine movie, I mean, he did all right, but that Wolverine movie kind of sucked.
Oh, that's the same guy that was in freaking Battleship.
Yeah, that dude. The Wolverine movie was like, yeah, as long it was all right. Wasn't spectacular, but because when they start introducing the mutants into the MCU, they're gonna have to. Gambit's he's a main part of the X-Men. You have to introduce that character.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've already started. Like as of right now, they already started introducing the mutants because they brought in Charles Xavier into Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so that opened the door for mutants.
You know what the crazy part is? I was reading something about the Doctor Strange movie, and the people that did the editing on it said that in that scene where they're basically falling through all the broken glasses and stuff like that, you can pick it apart. There's about 17 different universes that you can see what's in them. You just have to like pause it. 17 different universes in that one scene. They had it up to like 35, but they had to chalk it down because it's only like 30 seconds.
Hemorrhoid's stupid. He said the car for the rave should be a Ford Pinto with a big block. He gets ahead of you and then brake checks and blows up.
Oh shit!
I like that one. Or souped up 57 Chevy Bel Air all blacked out. Yeah. Fucking rolling fire bombs. Did they James did they remake Maximum Overdrive? I got my internet open.
Are you talking about that truck movie where the trucks become possessed? And I think
yeah,
Charlie Sheen's brothers in it.
It's actually based off a Stephen King book, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Why can't I think of his name? Daniel Westhoff. What the hell is Charlie Sheen's brother's name? I can't think.
Emilio
Estevez.
Yes. I'd like to see a remake of Tommyknockers. I mean, it looks like they're going to start doing remakes of Stephen King stuff because you got a remake of It. Wasn't The Stand Stephen King?
I think so. Well, if they're going to remake of Stephen King, they need to remake The Storm of the Century.
And then they remade Pet Sematary.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Then you got Tommyknockers. Was it called The Village? The Town? The one with the weird little kids. What the hell was the name of that? Not the Children of the Corn. No, not Children of the Corn. The one where the little kids were like the adults like blacked out after like a UFO sighting and shit, and all their kids were born looking the same, and they all had like special abilities. What the hell was the name of that movie? It wasn't. No, they remade The Shining years ago. What? Why can't I think of that damn movie? Village of the Damned? Fuck, I got my internet. What? I'm just gonna look it up.
That might be it.
I want the creepy ass little kids. Yep, Village of the Damned. I think that one that should be a good remake. So Tommyknockers, Village of the Damned.
Remake Silver Bullet. That's a good idea. I would love to see freaking part 2 to Dog Soldiers. Shit.
Yeah. I think we'll be waiting on that like we've been waiting on like a legit Halo movie for years. Or that Area 51 video game movie that was supposed to come out. That's. Can we make that one, please? Can we make? All right. Dude, so
no, hold on. I got one for you.
For all you old heads out here,
I got 2 for you. St. John Smith,
which never came out.
St. John Smith,
production hell.
And damn it, I just lost track of them. St. John Smith. Oh yeah. The Umbra.
Oh yeah.
You remember hearing about that? Where the dude received some kind of like wild ass tapes or whatever in the mailbox, and he went and listened to it. Then a whole conspiracy involved, and Dulce Bass was involved in it, and this and that. Like this is back in like 2008. I seen this shit. I was like, dude, if this movie comes out, this is gonna be crazy. And then they also had the movie that was supposed to come out. They made it but never released it. Anunnaki 1.
Yeah, that shit will never see the light of day.
No. But yeah, the Umbra, that shit, they could never get. They signed on like 4 or 5 different directors, and they just put the shit in production limbo, and you never heard from it again.
So for all my old video game heads out here in chat, there used to be an arcade game called Area 51, and it was one of those games where it had like the guns attached to some wires. You'd stand here and like you'd shoot at targets and shit. They eventually moved that game onto a platform, and it came out on PlayStation, right? When they brought this thing out on PlayStation, they went epic with it, right? They got a bunch of voiceovers and everything like that, and one of the main voiceover actors was David Duchovny. This is at the height of X-Files, right? I think he did it when he took that hiatus from X-Files for like a year or 2. But he ended up voicing.
Area 51 came out in I think
like 2000.
No,
it wasn't. No,
it was way after 2000, dude.
Was it? Well,
yeah.
I'll look it up. But whatever. David Duchovny voiced the main character, and he was the way the game went. He was part of a Army hazmat response team that was responding to a breach at Area 51 in the lower levels and shit. And like this game was epic, and they were talking about making it a movie, and it just never panned out.
Yep. Crypto Lalo, Area 51 on PS2.
Yes, you know exactly what I mean. That's one of the only like first-person games like that I'll play. I don't like the jump scare shit, so I've never played Resident Evil, never played Doom or Gears of War or anything like that. But I could play that Area 51 game. But let me see if I can bring it. Where the hell did that go? Like that game was epic, and they were talking about making a movie out of it. And Hold
If
on.
they did it nowadays, it would be pretty damn good. Shell. See, they were talking about having Channing Tatum play Gambit, but I don't see that working. Not, some people like him as an actor, not me. I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, that Area 51 game, that shit should have been a movie. Now, this movie that they had called Umbra, the description of the movie was so sick. It was ridiculous. Like, this dude received like an old cardboard box taped up in his mailbox, and it contained a couple of cassette tapes. And he started listening to them, and these were cassette tapes that were smuggled out of the Dulce base, supposedly. And then a whole bunch of just shenanigans ensued.
Let's see. I'm trying to bring it over.
David Wilcox said the only reason they want to chain him is because of his accent, but he's not Cajun enough.
Dude, he's got an accent that could pass that. I don't think so. No. Not to me. Or then again, maybe, I don't know. I don't think he. I don't think he can pass Gambit.
Did you hear that they're trying? They might be casting Idris Elba as the new James Bond.
I think that would be awesome because he's a hell of an actor, and James Bond is a designation. Like, that's the alias for the 007 character. That's not his real name. He's a damn super spy. You think he'd go by his real name? The James Bond could be as an alias. It's the 007 alias. And put anybody in that position. And I think Idris Elba would be a great choice for it. He's a great actor. Let's see, am I sharing the screen?
Yeah, they're trying to say that like it was between him, another guy, and Tom Hardy.
Yep. You know what? Make Henry Cavill James Bond.
What happened?
Henry Cavill.
I was, you know what? Henry Cavill. I was thinking that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am being joined by the Chub. Say hi.
What's up, dude?
What's up, everybody? What's it doing? Yes, I know. Before I got in here. All right, but so we're talking movies, dude. Okay. Okay. So you see that movie? You see what I have up on screen right there?
Yeah.
When Daddy was a little kid, well, I wouldn't say a little kid. I used to play that. It was a great video game. You want to play that too?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can find it on Xbox and we'll download it.
Yeah, and I want to play this. Daddy,
say hi. Hey, want to say hi to Uncle Mike? Say hi, Uncle Mike.
Hi, Uncle Mike.
Say hi,
What's
everybody.
up, dude?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, the Area 51 game. They were talking about making that movie,
Daddy,
and that would
I
have
want this one, this one, and
Well,
this one.
you can't have it until we play it, all right? You gotta chill. Chill? Cool? Okay, relax.
And I want to play this one too.
I know.
So I'm gonna have to watch this 365 days too. I have no idea what the hell this movie is about. I've never even heard of it.
365, what are you talking about? Dudes from 365 days. 365. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, that's the video game we're talking about for all you video game aficionados out there.
Who's that guy?
That's Wonder Man.
2005.
2005?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Daddy, why that big guy like that?
I don't know, bro.
He mapped up.
Yep. So, what, you see yourself on camera?
Yeah.
Look up at the camera. The camera's right there. You getting tired?
No.
Of course. Why would you get tired now? Just sitting
No,
in
I
the room?
just like to my eye
All right.
got Duncan in there.
So now back to Batman. I need somebody's input on that because this shit's gonna stew with me. Jensen Ackles, okay, maybe. Henry, you know what?
Why?
Henry Cavill.
Why?
I don't care what you say. You
You
want?
can't
You
have
don't.
him play
No.
Superman and Batman. That
No.
cannot happen. No,
They're-
no. Stop.
They're
Stop.
obviously not going to
Stop,
cast him as
stop.
Batman.
Stop.
No, they're obviously not going
That
to cast
cannot
him.
happen.
They're not going to cast him as Superman again. As you can tell by every opportunity they've had to put him in a cameo, and all they do is show the character from the damn chest down.
I don't care. Those are two big roles. You cannot do that.
Chris Evans did it. He played the Human Torch and then played Captain America.
Captain America is a huge, way bigger character in Marvel than the fucking Human Torch.
What's that?
Put it down.
What's that?
Well,
They even did the remake of Fantastic Four. That shit sucked.
yeah. I'm gonna agree with you on that one. That one's on par with Green Lantern. You know, I read an article that the dude David Harbour. He was when he found out that the Hellboy movie he did was gonna bomb, he called Ryan Reynolds and was like, "Yo, is my career over?" Because as everybody should know, that Green Lantern movie fucking sucked.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Gregory, they're trying to. Well, Michael Keaton is supposed to play the old Batman.
Yeah,
Like,
in the Flash movie,
he signed on to play
a
Batman
couple
again.
different roles. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be the old Batman like you see in the comic books.
Chop, what are you doing, dude?
I just looking up.
They shouldn't have made any Fantastic Four movies. No, you can't say that because now in the new MC universe,
Now
they're
that
going to
MCU
be introducing Doctor Doom again.
now that the MCU has the rights to the Fantastic Four,
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be pretty
better.
good. But because Doctor Doom is one of the major villains in the MCU. You know what I mean? He's one of the big bads.
Me personally, I'd like to see Silver Surfer done right because when I was younger, Silver Surfer was one of my favorites.
You know what?
Huh?
Idea. Hear me out. Henry Cavill is Doctor Doom.
Henry Cavill is Doctor Doom.
Henry Cavill is Doctor Doom. Mm-hmm. It's a big enough character. You can't kill him off because he's influential in a lot of storylines. You know what I mean? So that character would be around for a while. He'll be in multiple movies.
Yeah, but
It's a
you were
great-
just saying you
Wait,
want
no?
him to be a good guy in Marvel.
But you know what? Oh yeah, okay, a good guy. But if you could find a big enough, a good enough baddie that would stick around for a while, like I think Doctor Doom would have a longer movie arc than Thanos would.
Daddy, I want red.
You know what I mean? Henry Cavill. What's up, bud? No, don't touch my lights. Henry Cavill as
Daddy, I want
the MCU
I
Doctor Doom.
want red.
But then again, a lot of people might get uppity about it because
I not
what?
like red. I
Well,
like.
why would you cast him as a villain like that wears a mask all the time?
Daddy, how you do
I could see him. I could see him being a villain.
Daddy, how you do that?
That's the remote. What James say? I read most of the Jack Reacher books and about puked when they let Tom. All right. So, hey Jane, have you checked out the Jack Reacher on Amazon?
Great show.
Dude,
That's
that,
what Jack Reacher is supposed to look like, not that small ass Tom Cruise character.
like,
The books describe Jack Reacher as that guy.
the guy that plays Jack Reacher in the show, back in the day in the early 2000s, he was on a show called Blue Mountain State that used to come on quote unquote like,
that is him, right? He
like
was the Jack.
TV.
The
Yeah,
meathead.
he was the meathead on the football team. Dude, that is a big boy.
Oh yeah.
That dude, that's what the Jack Reacher character needed to look like. I don't know who got the damn idea to cast Tom Cruise, but no, it should.
You know what, Ralph? They're probably gonna end up releasing it, but you know what? They're gonna cast somebody else as it, and they're gonna reshoot everything. That's what's gonna happen. Because that man has been doing some wild shit every week, every other week.
Thank you,
He's getting
Diane.
arrested for something.
Thank you, Diane. Don't let the looks fool you. He's the worst out of the four. Like when this mop is all like done, it looks like a baby Maui from Moana. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're washing this mop tomorrow, right? Yes, we are. Mm-hmm. Either that, or
I
I'm
like
gonna
green,
cut it all.
Daddy.
Either that, or I'm gonna cut it all off.
I like
And I don't think your
green.
mom would like that.
Daddy, I like green. I want to put it down.
Go ahead, press it.
I like green.
Oh, see this. Boy, it's got.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm still stuck in this.
I'm
Batman
hoping
thing, but
another not got
I'll figure that shit out.
Yo, what?
Batman.
So what's your name? Batman.
Dude,
I love
I got a movie they should remake.
What?
I got one.
Hello.
Remake The Guyver.
The guy. Yeah.
Get
Make the Guyver.
thinking.
Yeah.
You got
That.
to get
I don't think they'd give Guyver like a.
the guy coffee. Get
All right. So this right here is a mic damping. It stops like pops and stuff. So when I'm talking, my voice doesn't go. Right? It stops that, and then my voice travels into this, which is called a microphone. And then on the microphone, see the wires here? It's powered by that, and it transfers my voice through the screen, through the computer system, into Fairyland, and everybody else out there can hear me and see us. Sound cool?
When Sean Legion of Doom, that's yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, from us sitting right here, everybody across the world can hear us and see us. So say, "What's up, world? How you doing? My name's Chub. I am the Chub. This is my dad, Truth. My Uncle Bass is on the other side of the screen over there."
Disney runs out of money stream series. They should do a live action Marvel vs. Capcom. See, that's great for video games that would never fly
Speaking
as
of
a movie.
Capcom, have you guys seen the new trailer for the new Street Fighter game?
No,
Man.
man.
They
We're
have
talking movies. We're talking movies.
Okay, all right.
They
I'm just saying, new Street Fighter game coming out. That's why I put a check mark on
Listen.
that.
They need to remake that shitty ass Street Fighter movie.
Batman.
You can't put Batman in Street Fighter, dude.
No, I did.
Oh, you
Yeah,
just
Remake
wanted-
that Street
I
Fighter
just
movie.
want to say Batman.
They remade Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat came out great. I can't wait to see part 2. Remake Street Fighter.
You know, all right. So if I was a producer and I was the head of the studio, and I found out that that they were redoing Mortal Kombat, I would wait and see how well that movie did, and then if the Mortal Kombat did well enough, I would try to match or top it with a new Street Fighter movie.
Dude, Mortal Kombat did amazing.
So, like I said, if I was a producer, now that movie's over with and it's made its money and it's still making its money and they've already greenlighted part 2.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in the market to make a new Street Fighter movie, I would start doing it now.
Yeah.
I would start making a new Street Fighter movie now. And I would stay away from shit they did in the first movie.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like the new Mortal Kombat was a lot bloodier. It had the fatalities and everything like that. That made that Mortal Kombat movie great. Street Fighter doesn't really have that brutality in it or anything like that, like the blood and the guts and the gore and everything like that. But it's still a hell of an action fighting game, and you need to get that across on screen with a good story. Don't base the story off of Guile. You know what I mean? I think that's where they messed up with that first movie. The story, I'd say, needs to be based off Ryu and Ken, and maybe no, I wouldn't even put Chun-Li out there because they completely bombed on that Chun-Li movie they did a while back. So
I love the new Mortal Kombat. Sorry, Truth.
The new Street Fighter movie needs to have a storyline based off of Ryu and Ken.
Mm-hmm.
And
then you can throw Akuma in there.
Yes, then you can start introducing Guile, Blanca, and Bison, Sagat, everybody like that. But the initial story needs to be based off of Ryu and Ken, and stay the hell away from what you did in the first movie. Stay far away from what you did in the first movie.
I seen Dave Wilcox said the first movie he went to go see in the movie theaters was Goonies. I remember the first movie that my dad took me and Truth to go see was Ghostbusters 2.
Mm-hmm. And to this day, I am a Ghostbusters fan.
Yep.
I will watch it every time.
They had that shitty television show that came out for a little bit.
I will watch cartoons. I will watch Ghostbusters every time it comes on.
Absolutely. Not too fond of the remake they did back in like 2016.
Yes, they did make a Tekken movie. It never came out. It wasn't a theater release though. It was like a straight DVD type deal.
Mm-hmm.
It was half decent. I watched it.
Just like they did a Dragon Ball Z movie also.
That was crap.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was absolute shit.
Daddy, what's your button?
Don't touch any of those buttons.
What?
You know what those buttons do? They set off rockets on other planets. So don't touch any of them. Okay. So, yes, Izzy, I did watch the Grimm series. That was a good series. That was a good show. It's disappointing that it ended the way it did. Like it should have went further.
Brown.
What? No, there's no brown, dude. That's purple.
I've never seen one single episode.
Weird science
of Game of Thrones. I've never seen a single episode.
I never watched it because I thought
I've never seen a single episode.
You know why I never watched Game of Thrones? Because to me it looked like it had wizards in it, and I don't like wizards. I don't know. I don't know. Wizard stuff in movies is why I don't like wizards. I don't know. I never watch Harry Potter. I haven't watched Lord of the Rings because it looks like it's got wizard shit in it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with that stuff. I have my tastes. That's what I'll say. I have my tastes.
Now that's blue.
That was Bleach Real.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That was Bleach Real. Now, when you're talking Weird Science, are you talking about the movie Weird Science, or are you talking about that television series that they came out with?
Kids, what are you doing?
Oh,
Listen, homie, I think it's time to go lay down
no.
and you sit still and stop touching everything. They need to remake the ninth. I don't think they need to remake the Ninth Gate. That was an awesome movie.
That's the one with Johnny Depp in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
That was
I don't think-
surprisingly good.
think that needs a remake. I think they just put out the new, stills from the new Rob Zombie Monsters movie. If anybody's interested in
I
that.
want to pet them. Okay, Daddy?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch it because
Is that
why not?
I'll be honest. I didn't watch any of the Rob Zombie Halloween movies.
Thousand Corpses? Oh, the Halloween.
Yeah, I saw House of a Thousand Corpses, and I saw that. Saw Devil's
Where's
Rejects.
the blue one?
I just haven't watched his Halloween stuff.
It wasn't bad. It was bad, but like I know everybody loved those slashers like Jason and Freddy and Michael Myers and shit like that. But how many times can he bring them back?
Okay, folks.
Think about it.
So-
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
The blue one.
Jason went to outer
What's
space.
the blue one, Daddy?
You know, I know people that love that movie.
What the hell were they thinking?
I know people that love that movie.
You had Leprechaun in outer space.
Leprechaun Goes to the Hood.
That shit was funny. I don't care who you are. That movie was funny as shit. He
Oh
throws
my
the basketball through the guy's head.
How's the green go up?
Oh man.
How I trying to
As-
get blue. Where's the blue, Daddy?
I could give me $100,000 to make a movie, and I guarantee you, I can make a better movie than some of this shit that comes out. I guarantee it. And most of the money just gonna be spent on equipment, because I'm gonna get a bunch of friends being this shit, and we will make a better movie than half the shit that's out there. Hey, Bash, you remember that slasher movie we made in high school?
Number
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. It was a slasher movie. Then we did
the
the video during Spirit Week where you ended up jumping off the hill.
What?
And we brought it. We did that in Lemon's class. Then he brought it over to the college, and everybody loved that shit.
I jumped off a hill. What the hell are you talking about?
Not the well, you know when you walk out the lunchroom, like you're going towards the baseball fields.
Yeah.
Like you had the top parking lot, then there was the lower parking lot. We made
Yeah.
it look like we jumped off a hill. That's
Oh
what-
yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Back in high school, me and Bass made Bass and my friend, he came on the show before. His name is Young Wise. He was the flat earther dude. We made a slasher movie in high school, and we got an A on the project. Right, it was like almost like a Scream type deal, but we were like, if you guys remember back in the old days, you had those big scissors, right? And they were sturdy as hell. They were like this big, and they had the black painted handle on them. So we're running around the goddamn high school, chasing each other with these scissors and a camera, right? So the teacher, we come in one morning, and the teacher's like, "Hey, listen, guys, I got a few reports from other teachers that they saw you guys running around with these giant scissors in your hands." He's like, "Yo, you can't do that." He's like, "Oh man, what the hell are we supposed to do then?" So he's like, "Yo, I got you." So he went home that night And this is how cool his name was, Mr. Lemmerman. This is how cool he was. That same night, he took and carved out of a piece of wood a pair of scissors that looked just like these metal ones, and painted them up and everything, and brought them into us the next day so we could finish the movie. That was the most fun I had in high school, making that shit, and we got A's on that shit. He's like, yo, the only thing, you just can't be running around the hallway with these damn scissors. He's like, these things are, he's like, yo, these are cleavers.
Oh yeah. No, that was Mr. Lem was the man too.
I think
Like he actually, like it was a long time ago. But I took that class when I took that class when I was a freshman, and this was when you remember that back room he had,
the dark room.
Yeah, the dark dude. I learned how to do that. Like take photos and like do that whole shit in that dark room. But he stopped doing that. Like I took that in my freshman year. Then he ended up stopped doing it.
Right, so I'll be back down.
Like, have you seen Ghostbusters 2 when they're in that room doing the shit with the pictures?
Yeah, I'll be back in a second.
So, nah, John, we don't need a Siren Head movie. I wouldn't watch it. I would watch a Slender Man movie though. That would be interesting. Slender Man, Hat Man. Man, dude, weren't they talking about remaking the Swamp Thing? I'm pretty sure they were talking about remaking. That'd be good because I love that old school one. That's I'm pretty sure it was Creedence Clearwater Revival did the song "Born in the Bayou." I listen to that shit all the time. Crazy part, crazy part is, alright. So yeah, I'm a 38 black dude from New York, and I'll pull up to a stoplight playing some shit like that real loud, and people just look over at me like I'm crazy. Like, what the hell are you listening to? Pretty funny. Scissorman was the character in the Clock Tower games. Oh, I would love for them to do a Swamp Thing, another remake of Swamp Thing. I remember they came out with that short-lived TV series of Swamp Thing also. Now, it wasn't bad, but it could have been better. Could have, yeah. I know it would never happen. This is wishful thinking, but I wish that they will come out with another X-Files movie. That little four episode tease they did a few years back. You can't do that to real X-Files fans. You cannot do that. That's not right.
All right, the Chub has exited the building. All right, what did I miss?
I was talking about they're supposed to be remaking the Swamp Thing movie, and they need to put out at least one more X-Files movie. Because that little 4-episode tease they did a few years ago, you cannot do that to true diehard X-Files fans.
They're not going to do it because Gillian Anderson said she's pretty much done with X-Files now.
So kill her off, damn it.
They are. I heard they're remaking. They're doing the Toxic Avenger.
Yes,
also.
Yes, I did see that. I remember that movie too. Oh.
Diane, he can be cool when he wants to, but he just started squirming a little too much and touching a little too much stuff. So, homeboy had to go lay down.
John Paul, Slender Man and Hat Man was Freddy Krueger. Okay, I got your point on that one. Touche.
All right, so
Dude,
All right, everybody. So let me get.
how about they do a movie about portals?
I'm sure they have. I mean, shit. I just recently. Oh, did I tell you about that Stairs movie?
Yeah, the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody, the stories of like the stairs in the woods and shit like that. Somebody actually went out and made a movie called The Stairs. So you can probably find it. I think I watched it on like Hulu or some shit like that. Probably find it on there. It was all right. Yeah, it was all right. I don't even say. Giannis, Shell, what did you say?
Izzy, that was Leprechaun in the Hood. I think that was. Oh, dude, they're supposed to be remaking Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
A modern kick-ass version of The Wizard of Oz. Are we gonna go? Are we going? Are we going dark? Or like, are we gonna make a dark Wizard of Oz? But I can see that one.
Well, dark.
I know it sounds like. I'm
hanging themselves from something in the background.
No, you know what I mean. I know it sounds morbid and shit, but yeah, like a dark Wizard of Oz, that might be interesting. I'll tell you. No, you know what is at the top of my list as remakes. Clue.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Clue.
A slightly darker version of Clue. Still have a little bit of like comedy in it, kind of like how Knives Out was. Knives Out was kind of comedic, but it was dark. Give me another Clue like that. Ralph said Wizard of Oz was dark enough. Yeah, I did see that they're coming out with a fucking evil Winnie the Pooh movie.
Yeah, but that's more like live action.
Yeah,
he's not here for your honey, ladies and gentlemen. He's here for blood.
That's because Winnie the Pooh went to what the hell is it? It's the same thing as like say Cthulhu and shit like that. There's like there's like no copyright or some shit on it. You can like open
do
property.
You want with it.
Yeah, it's like open property. You can take it and write a story or a movie or something like that with it. Which is all right. I don't know how a damn evil Winnie the Pooh movie's gonna turn out. What?
Sean, you said Clue. He loved that movie. He even brought out the board game to keep track in the movie. Dude, Clue was awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen the movie Clue, you need to watch it.
That's what put me up on Tim Curry. Tim Curry's a great actor. But yeah, Clue's right up there with Ghostbusters. Like I'll watch that every time it comes on.
Oh, absolutely. It don't matter if it's a half hour in or an hour in. I'm gonna put it on and watch it.
Like I'll stop what I'm doing and watch that movie. Seriously.
Arlene,
they are Paper Chaser. They are remaking Spawn.
Mm-hmm.
But
just like they're remaking Blade.
But it's not gonna the first installment of the new Spawn movies that they're gonna be doing. It's not gonna be centered around Spawn. It's gonna be centered around like a detective or some shit, and Spawn is gonna be like an overshadow. Like he's gonna be investigating shit, but Spawn has been the cause of it, and he's gonna be trying to figure out what the hell Spawn is and whatnot. But yeah, they are redoing Spawn, which is I could look forward to that. I mean, John Leguizamo was office as John Leguizamo was awesome as Violator.
Mm-hmm.
Now for nothing, I think everybody in this chat could agree. We need a better Super Mario Brothers movie.
God.
That shit was so crap.
And I love John Leguizamo.
It was awesome when I was a kid, but now you go back as an adult, and you watch it, and you're like,
Could have been done so much better.
this shit sucks. Like,
Yeah,
what
they
was
came
I
out with the
thinking?
VHS show out for a little while.
What was I thinking? Yeah, I would definitely like to see a new. No, matter of fact, didn't they say they're doing an animated Mario, and they got some. Isn't Chris Pratt supposed to be voicing Luigi or some shit like that, or Mario?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Dude, they were supposed to be making a Contra movie also.
Yeah, Gregory, they did. John Hopkins, I think his name was, and Leguizamo admitted to being shit-faced while making that movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme was shit-faced while making Street Fighter. Wesley Snipes was fucked up on one of the Blade movies.
It was the one with
Ryan Reynolds, right?
Jessica
Blade
Biel and
Trinity?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. They said he was fucked up on that one. Yeah. Yeah, the Spawn animated cartoon was awesome. You can find that on Amazon also. I've been going back and watching bits and pieces of that on there. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Did you ever watch the cartoon? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Hey, for all you.
Nah, man, don't sing that dumb shit because now I'm gonna be singing it all day tomorrow at work. And when I do start singing, I'll call you, curse you out.
Oh, and they are remaking Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes.
Don't know why.
I'll take a remake of The Blob. The Blob was pretty good for what it was.
Yeah. You know what series I would bring back? The Creep Show.
Yeah.
The Creep Show. Tales from the Crypt. Definitely Tales from the Crypt though. And I would put that on I would put it on a streaming service so you can get like really fucking nasty with it. Yeah, I would put it out on
Mnemonic remake. Yeah,
what?
Okay. Johnny Mnemonic.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. That was actually a really good movie.
Well, another movie for the video game heads is they're supposed to be making a Metal Gear Solid. And
Afro
they're
Samurai was
supposed to be making, it's in production, a Call of Duty movie.
Yeah. Yeah. No, see, there's other stuff that needs to be made first, though.
I would love a Metal Gear Solid.
There's other movies. There's other movies that should be made first before they try to make like a Metal Gear Solid or something like that. Don't get me wrong. Metal Gear Solid would probably be an awesome movie, but it would depend on your director.
Well, a lot of these movies depend on who the director is. I look at the DC movies.
Oh no, because the last Suicide Squad James Gunn did, and that shit was awesome.
I still haven't seen that.
No, yeah.
Scanners was a great movie.
You said Scanners?
Yeah. Titan. I was saying that earlier. I said remake the Guyver. Remake the Guyver. Cold Check the Night Stalker. Absolutely.
I used to love that show. No, dude. Okay, I just remembered the movie I think needs to be remade, and I think everybody would. I think everybody in chat would agree with this.
There's a Stephen
The
King.
Dirty Dozen.
Yeah,
Remake The Dirty Dozen.
I'm leaning that.
Right.
I'm pretty sure was The Night Flyer a Stephen King movie?
The Night Flyer was based on Stephen King, and that movie, I couldn't watch that shit.
Fuck it, remake Rawhead Rex.
Oh. Who? You guys don't know who.
That'd be.
You guys don't know who Rawhead Rex is, man. Holy shit. Like that's one
That
of the,
movie used to scare me when I was a little kid.
yes. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Rawhead Rex, The Thing from Outer Space, which I used to be scared of that movie for so long. My dad used to try to get me and Bass to watch it. I was like, I can't watch it because it's giant man-sized damn alien like got on the spaceship and started killing everybody and shit, and like the costume was scary as shit. So I finally sat down and watched it, and I was so mad at myself because I started really paying attention to it, and you could see the zipper going down like the back of the costume and shit like that. It was like it was hanging out of the back of it. I was so mad at myself for being scared of that damn movie for so long. I can't watch no Candyman though. They remake Candyman. I won't be touching that.
They remade it.
Yeah, not watching it.
I haven't watched that shit.
I think it came out last year or so. Not touching Candyman. Damn, I done said his name like 4 times already, didn't I?
Yeah, but you turn your lights off real quick though.
What? No. See, Typhon agrees. The Dirty Dozen.
But you know what they're trying? I'll put it to you like this. You know what?
The Dirty Dozen would be a
I'll put it to you like
movie.
this. You know what they're doing with the Expendables? The Expendables is trying to be the Dirty Dozen.
No, it's not. No, because look, have you look at me? Well, not look at me, but listen. Have you actually sat down and watched? Have you actually sat down and watched The Dirty Dozen? Bass?
Yes, I've had numerous times.
The Expendables isn't trying to be Dirty Dozen. It's not. I don't even think it's close. The Dirty Dozen.
The Dirty Dozens, but
The Dirty Dozen is about a bunch of military inmates. The guys in Expendable aren't military inmates. They're just mercs. You know what I mean? And Terminator remake and leave out the woke stuff.
I got you, Sanjay. Yeah, true.
I heard that's why the new Buzz Lightyear thing is bombing, because it's got a lot of that woke shit in it. Yeah, well, they would say America is PMC kind of got the same thing. I never liked scary movies when I was young. Oh, I could watch the shit out of scary movies. It's just some of them couldn't do it. Like Hellraiser, that was one of the ones I couldn't watch. But I could watch I could watch a Freddy Krueger movie with no problem. It was weird.
I'll tell you what, the first It movie freaked me out a little bit when I was younger.
They all float down here, Georgie.
Yeah, that shit. The remix that they did,
They all
weren't bad.
float down here, Georgie.
they weren't bad.
I haven't gotten around to watching the remake yet.
Not bad.
I need to start freeing up some more time, because when I get some more free time, I'm gonna start doing a lot more watching of shit I want to watch. But as of right now, the only thing I really keep my eye on is I'll get home from work, and you know what I put on? I think you would know, but guess what I put on, Bass?
Mountain Monsters.
You damn right. Mountain Monsters. If you don't watch Mountain Monsters, you need to. So while we're talking movie monsters, what's everybody's opinion on recent movie monsters? What movie monster do you think has staked its claim and is now in the pantheon of, say, Jason, Freddy, Mike Myers, the Leprechaun? You know, those guys.
Look,
I got my answer.
That fucking thing from Insidious.
The thing, the red and black face thing from Insidious.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. I'm not. I'm going with. You could probably gonna know my answer, Bess.
Maybe.
I'm going with the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
I can't wait
To
for
me-
that remake to come out. Old
to
boy
me-
who created the original series, he's pissed off about the whole thing, but whatever. You got caught up in some shit that you got caught up in.
To
I'm
me,
looking forward to that.
the Creeper is the only movie monsterish character that has set itself in place with the likes of those other movie monsters. The Creeper is awesome, and the only thing that can make the Creeper even better is if they would let him talk every once in a while. That shit would be so creepy.
Did you see that one post I did on Facebook where it was somebody driving and they took a picture in their side view mirror and it had a dude behind them in a truck that had a hat on. He looked like the Creeper. He's like, yo, that better not be who I think it is. I'm not playing with this guy today.
Yeah, because I don't know if in the original Jeepers Creepers, if you guys remember, there's a scene in there where Derry and his sister roll up to this cat lady's house, right? So in that scene, the Creeper ends up getting into this lady's house. She walks in, starts letting off shots at it. The Creeper comes walking towards the front, like it's the silhouette of the woman, right, coming towards the front door in the shadows, and then you can see boots underneath her feet, and then the Creeper slowly slides her to the side, looks and smirks. That's the scene that was in the movie. The deleted scene was he did the same thing and slid her over and then said she don't smell too good. Oh, that shit sent a shiver down my spine.
Took her into the bushes.
That shit was creepy. I wish they would have left that in that movie. That's the only thing that can make the Creeper even scarier. Letting him talk every once in a while. Not much. You don't need no sentences. You don't need a bunch of lines, everything like that. 1, maybe 2 lines in the movie. Just something to throw people off.
Yeah, the Creeper is a great character, man. They got a little off track with the later versions of the movie, but there's one that they're supposed to be remaking where it has them down in New Orleans.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's gonna be great.
But yeah, let the Creeper talk. 1 line throughout the movie.
John
And make it like
people seeing the Jeepers Creepers guy flying around. I don't necessarily think it's the Jeepers Creepers. That might be something along the lines, or
no.
It could be one of those things. It could be one of those things where people freaking think about this shit so much and manifest like a tulpa.
No, actually, there have been a lot of reports coming out of Chicago area of people seeing what looks like the Creeper flying around, not wearing like a coat and hat and shit like that, but like the winged gargoyle looking humanoid.
Years ago, they were getting freaking Mothman out there, so like Mothman staring at people in a 5-story window.
Hold on a second, I gotta put this shit on the screen right here. I gotta put this on screen.
Jeepers Creepers is the Mothman.
I'm gonna change that.
Phantasm was a great movie.
There you go. That's my boy right there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he does the whole like winking at people and like doing the whole click of the gun and shit. Let him talk. Let him say one line in the movie, and I guarantee you that'll change the whole fucking aspect of that movie. I guarantee it. Because when I saw that deleted scene, I was no good, dude. I had to stop that shit. I was like, that's a little too fucking creepy.
Sean G said, why not make a movie about the clown craze of 2016? Yo, Sean, not gonna lie, earlier Truth came over and I was just, he was showing me something on TikTok and I was just scrolling through and I found this video where these two kids were getting chased into their front door and a clown came around the corner and one of the kids, he slapped the clown in the face and the clown was like, did he just slap me? This shit is so funny. He just smacked the shit out of him. And it wasn't a hard smack, it was that Will Smith Oscar slap. And the clown grabbed the side of his face like, did he just slap me? But the bad part is about the video, there's two kids in the video. The kid who got to the door second pushed the kid who got to the door first back towards the clown, and he was trying to get in the door while the other kid slapped him in the face. That shit was funny as hell. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. yeah, Dave. I was like, the fuck did you just slap me? Yeah, listen, that whole clown crazy dumbness, like there was some strange videos out there that were coming up, but a lot of that shit was just people asking to get their ass whooped. That's what that was.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wonder how many people actually got their ass beat. See, can you see this on screen, Bass?
Absolutely.
This is when I tell you about that scene about the creeper when he was talking. This is that scene I was talking about. He slid in the deleted scene. He slides her over to the side and says she don't smell too good, and then tosses her ass off to the side. Oh my goodness, fucking creepy. She don't smell too good. Like I said, the creeper is the only recent creature character in recent memory that can stand in line with Freddy, Jason, and Mike.
Poltergeist would be great if it's done right. It would be.
Yeah, the creeper. Hell yes. What I got going in chat?
Yeah, I seen that shit. I seen that one photo where it had the person behind them. It looked basically like just shit. It looked like the creeper was behind this person.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, it better not be who I think it is. I'm not playing with this dude today. It didn't say where it was from, or there was he basically took a picture, like he pointed his camera at the side view mirror on the passenger side of his car, or was it the rear view? It was either one of those two, and seen that shit behind him. Couldn't make out a face or anything, but it was the silhouette of the creeper. That hat, just the build of it looked like the creeper sitting behind. It wasn't that fucking ice cream truck that he was driving in the movie. It was a pickup truck.
You know, if I lived in like fucking farm country, like how it was in like Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2, you know what I would do to be a complete asshole? I would put like a mannequin up in one of my fields, and it wouldn't look like a scarecrow standing on a damn pole. It would look like the creeper standing in the middle of the field getting ready to throw something at you. and I would put that shit in the middle. I would put that shit in the field, and when people drove past, they would freak out. Fake Sasquatch crypto. The fake Sasquatch found in British Columbia. I don't know.
I'll be right back.
If it, oh, so I'm of the opinion of, if it's, is it a fake skull, like manufacturer, like reproduction? I don't know. I don't know that. But from what I gather, it looks like there's a bullet hole in that shit. And if it's not a Bigfoot skull or some kind of cryptid skull along those lines, how the hell do you explain if it's a gorilla skull, how the hell do you explain a gorilla skull getting that far out into the woods of British Columbia and having a bullet hole in it? You know what I mean? As soon as that shit started dropping, as soon as that story started dropping, people started putting their name on it and started talking about it and attaching stuff to it. Like the one doctor, I like him, but as soon as the information came out, oh, that's not a Bigfoot skull, that's a gorilla skull. How would you know? You know what I mean? Like, you haven't examined it. You just looked at some photos. You might be able to, but until you're able to look hands-on at a piece of evidence like that, I don't think you can draw conclusions, because you don't have any 3D renderings of it. You don't have any extensive photographs of it, like doing like a whole 360 around, anything like that. So how can you make that conclusion? You know what I mean? I understand everybody's entitled to to their opinion like that, but you can't make that conclusion when you're not able to examine it yourself. You're not able to get in there and touch it and do scrapings and everything like that.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
I mean, it may well be just a gorilla skull, but explain to me how the hell a gorilla got way out in the woods like that and has a damn bullet hole in it. I haven't looked at the research. Is there a zoo in that area anywhere, and within like a 20-mile radius or something? I don't know. Maybe it escaped from a zoo. Maybe it escaped, if it was a gorilla or something like that. Maybe it escaped from a zoo or somebody's private collection or something like that. But to come out in the first day or two and start dropping your opinion on the shit before anybody's really had a chance to look at it, investigate, or anything like that, I think you can't do that.
Well, Ralph, me personally, I believe that the reason why no Bigfoot skeletons or anything have been found is because when the elders do die, they bury them so far deep in the woods that more than likely a human is not gonna come into that area. Either that, or when they could possibly be cannibals. When one dies, they eat it. Nothing is known about these creatures.
Yeah.
Except that if you piss one off, you will have a bad day.
So yeah, I'd like to hear more information. I'd like to hear more information, more other people's investigation into it and the research and data collected on it. I think it was too early for somebody to start saying, "Oh, it's a gorilla skull," blah blah blah. How the hell do you know?
Titan, is that the one where the dude was talking about seeing something that looked like Predator in the woods? Because I was listening to that one the other day. I don't know if that was one of the latest episodes from them, but that one was very interesting. True, the way they were describing it, it kind of seems like they saw what your
Carlos saw.
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling you guys, go back in my videos, and it's like the first interview I did, and it's with a coworker of mine named Carlos. When when he was a little bit younger, him and his dad had a Glimmerman sighting. Glimmerman, Predator, whatever the hell you want to call it. The thing where you could see it. You could see the outline of a shape of a human being, but you can see through it. They had that encounter. And then the next day, the police are there talking to a man whose barn was broken into. When they saw the thing cross the street, it was walking towards that barn. And then the police are there the next day talking to a guy whose barn got broken into. Go back and listen to their interview, I'm telling you.
Nah, see, I don't know about that photo because I've seen that photo before. The photo is sketch. I'm not saying that it's not true. I'm not saying it's not true because I've seen something that looks like that before. So, who knows about the photo? But what he was describing seeing is what caught my interest. And then Lance was talking about how he was talking to a guy who he was out hunting and he was up in a tree and he seen one up in a tree like looking at him. It was very interesting. All right, you know what, Roth? Next time I would like to see if you can remote view or talk to whoever you talk to, and see if you could get anything on the Glimmerman. Because there are reports of people seeing stuff like that. Now, my question is with the Glimmerman thing: are these things being reported close to portals? Like,
I don't know.
Have a good night, Sean G. Thank you for coming.
Take it easy, Sean. Mad and some shit. But yeah. Well, back to the Creeper. I really hope they don't mess this new movie up, because if they don't, that could set it up for like another 3 movies. Do it right. Damn, I wish I wish I was like a casting director or something like that, but I would never work in Hollywood. The fucking guys are
now with some of the shit these people got to deal with.
bunch of goddamn weirdos out there.
Oh yeah.
Like, I would try to be like some of those celebrities that like you don't ever hear anything about them. And if you did, something was really fucked up.
Oh yeah. I remember Bobcat Goldthwait. He was on the Joe Rogan Experience. And they were talking about like his movie about Bigfoot and like that. And I guess he said that he was at one of the Bigfoot conferences, and he went and asked some of these guys, some of the locals and shit, like, what do you think about this Dog Man thing? And he was like, Dog Man, hey, you need to take that shit back to Hollywood with you.
Mm-hmm. Like I told you, a couple of years ago, I went to the Pine Bush UFO Festival, and they had the Hudson Valley Bigfoot researchers were out there. They had a little booth and shit, and they had a sign up, and it said, "Have you seen this creature?" And it was the picture of a dog man, like upright canine and shit. It was one of the generic pictures that you can find on the internet, and you could hear people walking by snicking, like, "What the hell is that? That's bullshit. What the hell is that?" Yeah, no, yeah. It's not bullshit.
Rolf said, I've had some prior questions asked about that. Glimmerman seems like a group of beings. They seem to be associates of the Watchers.
Could they be like their security force?
Good question.
Like you know, you see they're invisible and shit. Maybe they're like
A sentinel.
surveillance. Yeah. So they're surveillance or a sentinel, and then when you see them, when they notice that you notice them, they take off.
Well, I don't know. That doesn't explain that one video that was on YouTube where that shit came rushing at the people.
Maybe that one was just overly aggressive. I don't know. Because I remember that one. I remember that video. Sorry, I'm getting a little parched.
Yeah.
Most likely, maybe in case the watchers don't deem important enough to handle themselves.
Huh.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like scouting party. The woman in Ohio that took a picture of it, that was Dr. Bruce Maccabee's wife, I believe. Bruce Maccabee, he's pretty well, I don't know if he still is, but he was really prominent in the UFO field for like analyzing video and everything like that. And he said that in order to do what was in that picture, you would have to take apart the picture and mess with shit. No, not the picture, but take the camera apart and mess with stuff. And he's like, it's just not possible.
Seems faggy.
What?
G-Men don't like people talking about them. Also confirms they're real. Plus, I believe too many people, even though I haven't seen one personally, at least that I know of. I did have a run-in with something. Dog-like movements, that had light blue eyes without light shining on it.
No, thank you. His nephew was at band practice at the same time, and they saw a UFO above practice field with his wife. Yep. Yep. I saw it. Yep. The documentary. That was in David Pilatus' documentary. Missing Hunt. Was it the Missing Hunters one? Yeah, I think it was. But yeah, Maccabee said he couldn't. You'd have to take apart the phone, the camera, and everything like that, and mess with stuff to cause what happened in the picture, which is crazy in itself. And that's from a prominent like video. What the hell would they call him? The man made his career on like analyzing video and shit like that, and video data. And for him to say that,
video analyst.
Yeah, and for him to say that, I think that says a lot. Yeah, see, it's always you fishermen and shit, and you hunters. You guys see the wild shit because you out in the woods. My wife suggested that we were driving through PA yesterday, and my wife suggested, she's like, "Oh, we should go camping." And I looked at her, I told her, "Listen, no," because her friend suggested it, and my wife was like, "Do you know who my husband is? Like, have you listened to him?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yo, you know what? I'll make a deal with you. When I get my pew permit, I'll go camping." Oh yeah.
Well, you better get it soon. Because New York State, they're trying to pass a law where if you want to get your pistol permit, you have to turn over all your social media accounts so they could do a review.
Oh, I already got my application in. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna review? That I post a bunch of shit about Bigfoot and UFOs and
You might be on the
like
watch list.
I'm sure I am on somebody's watch list. Who cares?
Primal
Primal
Rage.
Rage. Yes, I did see that movie. That was really good too. Now, I don't think that was a Bigfoot in there. I think that was a Janasqua.
Is that the movie with the one guy that was from Aliens that played the robot? I can't remember his name. They got ripped
Lance
apart.
Hendrickson? No. I don't think he was in that movie, no. No, he wasn't in that movie.
Well, what's the movie where he played the guy who paid people to go out and hunt? You know, I know. You know.
It was a really shitty Bigfoot movie.
Yeah.
Really, really shitty Bigfoot movie. Like so much so that like when they did the Bigfoot for this thing, all they did was put the guy they put the fucking actor in blackface pretty much, covered him in black paint or whatever the hell it was, and then put like bushy shit on his hands, his wrists, like put like a mane or something around his fucking neck and looked like Uggs with fur on them. It was one of the crappiest movies I've seen. And I'm disappointed I watched it, but you know what? Lesson learned.
Titan said that's Big Legend.
No, Big Legend is a completely different movie.
Okay.
Oh, Lance Hendrickson is in Big Legend, but he doesn't come into Big Legend until after everything happens. He's trying to recruit that guy to go hunt monsters, which I would love to see where they're going to go with that. That would probably be awesome. But yeah, Big Legend. I've definitely seen Big Legend. Big Legend is one of the top 5 in my Bigfoot movies. And not for nothing, but it's just Predator with Bigfoot. Towards the end of the movie, that's what it turns into. It's Predator with Bigfoot.
Exactly what I'm saying, James.
What?
Read what he just posted. If it wasn't for all the weird stuff I've seen while fishing, especially at night, I probably wouldn't be here right now and would think everyone is crazy too. You'd be surprised, man.
Yep.
Like
Primer. Yes,
Truth
John.
walked out of his job the other day and freaking caught something strange in the sky.
Yep. Yeah, John. That's the one where he uses like arrows and all that shit. That's why I don't think that's a Bigfoot. I think that was like a different kind of creature. Well, yeah, it was a good movie for a low budget. Back to that movie Howl that I mentioned earlier. You guys go check out the trailer for that one. It's a werewolf movie based out of the UK where some werewolves attack a train. But it's pretty interesting the take that that movie had on werewolves.
You know what? Hold on 1 second, Dave. I got you. Hold up.
The take on what they did with the werewolves in that movie, they weren't they didn't grow hair and look like giant wolves and shit like that. They were human that took the form of that started shaping into wolves but still kept human skin. So hold on a second.
I'm not too sure about the movie. I'm gonna have to check out that movie, but see what poster show. No, I don't want to. Not gonna lie, I'm ready to throw my cell phone in the water or drop it purposely. You know what? Hold on, I'll fucking bring it up later. We'll get you in here in a second. Hold on. I'll put the that. Then we'll come up here, do this. I swear, my freaking laptop. I don't know what the hell did. We loaded this up for something now. All my display is messed up. It should be like this. I don't like it one bit. One bit, I tell you. Alright, so. Alright, now I post it. What was that? Alright. Mr. Dave, link is posted in the chat if you want. Well, anybody who wants to come in and chew the fat, link is posted in the chat. You might have to wait for a minute for Truth to get back to let you in because this is technically his show. So, but links in the chat there. Now let's get back over to this side. Two was a hunter with some other guys who get killed by the creatures. Yeah. So okay, do later. Roth. I know exactly what movie you're talking about. Where the Bigfoot rips a girl through the bathroom window. Oh, what the hell was the name of that movie? That was a sci-fi movie classic. I know exactly what movie you're talking about. Where they were up in the mountains. It was like his house and kind of looked like an Airbnb type deal. And something happened and the Bigfoot came around and he ripped one girl through the bathroom window. Dude, I'm telling you, you know what's crazy? Some of the cheesiest sci-fi movies are the best. Abominable. That's the one. Right there, Paper Chaser. Okay, I got another weird sci-fi movie for you guys that was excuse me. Came out on the Sci-Fi Network. Has anyone seen the movie with the giant spiders that attack people at a ski resort? It looked kind of like a bootleg of One-Legged Freaks. I think it was like what, genetically enhanced spiders or something like that. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's still better than any of the Sharknado movies they're coming out with. Oh, and how is everyone enjoying Shark Week?
It hasn't started yet.
Oh, it hasn't started yet?
It starts.
Sure about that?
I think it starts next week.
Well, you know, all I watch on TV is Sports Center and Travel Channel, so it's basically sports and paranormal shit.
So I heard my name said. What did you?
I don't know. What's going on, Dave?
What's up, Dave?
What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
Oh, just sweating like a pig. Now, I got two old movies. One is very popular. One was that Steven Spielberg, Duel. That'd be a good one to do.
I remember Duel. Yeah.
And there was another that was a predecessor to Christine, The Car. Had Josh Brolin in it.
They remade the car
James
though.
Brolin.
They remade the car a few years ago. It was like a straight to DVD release.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. But I remember Duel. That was a good movie where the tractor trailer driver was chasing around that dude in the car for the whole damn movie.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was a good one. I think they're gonna start. I think they're just gonna start remaking a bunch of Stephen King movies.
Oh, John Paul just
To
put
me,
in chat.
I
Remake
wish they'd redo
They
the
Live.
Dean Koontz books that were made into movies. They were very, very suspenseful.
See, you gotta when it comes
One that
to
was the best one was Odd Thomas that came out recently.
see. I've been hearing good things about Odd Thomas. I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
It's actually
Like-
good, but when it comes to the books, they screwed up the ending.
See that's the problem with a lot of trying to take a book and make a movie out of it. Like if you have the right director, yes, you can get across the aspects from the book in your movie. Like The Godfather,
Yes.
dead on with the book, dead on. Jurassic
And it's-
Park, not so much.
Right. Because one of the ones was Watchers. Y'all remember that one? They
I
actually
remember.
made 4 of those movies.
I kind of remember that title.
It's ringing a bell.
The first one had Corey Feldman in it. Was it Corey Feldman?
Well, I'm about to find out right now. Hold up.
Well, if it was one of the two, if it was one of the two Corys, you got Corey Feldman or Corey Haim. I'm leaning towards Corey Feldman because he was more into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Watchers movie, 1988.
Yep.
Corey Haim.
Yeah, no, Corey Haim.
Oh, Corey Haim.
Yeah,
There's one
Corey
of two.
Haim.
They're always together in those movies.
Yep, starring Corey Haim, Michael Ironside, Barbara Williams. It's loosely based on 1987 book by Dean Koontz.
Can I say one thing?
What?
Underrated actor, Michael Ironside.
Yes.
Underrated actor.
Yep.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
He was great. in Big,
Along with Lance
great in Total
Hendrickson.
Recall.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys that have been in movies.
Always mostly the bad guy, but like in oh crap. What was the one sci-fi movie he did? He only had one arm. He was the teacher.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the movie. I know what you're talking about, though.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, they're both in Lost Boys. Those guys played in so many movies together. They played in License to Drive together, Lost Boys.
Yep.
I don't know if this was a Stephen King movie / book, but when we were younger, my dad was obsessed with this movie called The Hand.
Oh, yeah.
And it was about somebody's hand who got severed off, and the shit came to life and started killing people. Let me see if I can find
Like,
it.
picture it from
Holy crap! I
Addams
remember
Family, and
Yeah.
that shit went haywire.
Yeah,
It
I'm gonna
was
see if I
basically
can find this.
Running around killing people. Like that's a very old movie.
The Hand, right?
Yep, dude. One of my uncles, he actually used to have one of those fake hands in his car on a dashboard. And every time we see him, he
Shit.
fucking pull that shit out and scare the hell out of us.
Yep, boom.
Yeah, I
Michael
just found the
Caine.
trailer for it.
Michael Caine.
Yep, Michael Caine.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can find a good
Well,
picture.
remember Basket Case? Did you ever see that one?
Yep.
They actually ought to do a remake of that. That was a screwed up movie.
Yeah, let's see. Let me
They
see
say
if I
idle
can
hands are the
share
devil's
this.
playground.
The hand. So we'll stop sharing that screen, right? Stop sharing that screen, and we're going to share that one. So we're going to drop this down, share, boom, boom, share screen.
Yeah, Ralph,
Come
that
over here.
the early to mid 2000s is when the Sci-Fi Channel was actually putting out good movies, good low budget B/C movies. Now,
Yep.
Sharknadoes. We'll talk about. I've watched that dumbass shit. The latest one, dude. They have the dude, the main character. All right, you ever see? It's one of the Iron Man shits where he's in like the Hulkbuster outfit. They basically have this guy in like a Hulkbuster outfit taking on sharks that are coming through a tornado. Like he has like 2 chainsaws on each side, right and left. You gotta be shitting me, man.
Thank you very much, but I've never seen those movies, and I refuse to watch them.
Which one?
Sharknado. Fucking crap. That was some coked out fucking executive like, yo, you know what we should do, man? We should make a tornado movie. I'm like, yeah, you know what? There's been a while since tornado movies come out. You know what else we should do, man? Get a bunch of like B and C celebrities to be in it. Yeah, okay, we can save with some money on that. And then the kicker, hear me out on this. We put sharks in the tornadoes. Fucking genius, pay this man $1 million. Actually, I'm telling you, that's how the meeting went. That's gotta be how that damn meeting went.
Sharknado. You gotta be shitting me.
Oh, so
The one they
Dave,
really could have done really good with was one that came out recently with Sam Elliott, the guy that killed Hitler and Bigfoot. They could have done that so much better.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I heard it. I didn't get a chance to watch that, but I know what movie you're talking about.
I did watch that, and I agree with you. I was slightly disappointed in it, honestly. I thought it was going to be better.
It was like they put somebody in one of the 8 costumes from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and just made it took a bunch of the fur and shit off of it to make it
Like
look
you had to
sick.
make.
Yeah,
That's basically what they did.
I was kind of disappointed in that one too. And it's a
Now-
damn shame because Sam Elliott's a good actor.
Yeah,
Now, are you
but
guys
they could have really
talking-
done so much more with that.
Roth? Are you talking about the 1980s V series or the one that they came out with in like the 2010s that only aired for like a season and a half? Then they immediately stopped that shit.
It didn't even air for a season. and a half.
Immediately.
Didn't even. I don't even think it finished a full season, honestly. Which was disappointing because I thought it was pretty good. It was getting good.
The 80s V series. Yes. That was good. Later on in the series, it got a little wonky, but the initial start of it was great.
Hey Dave, did you see my Seriously video earlier?
No, I didn't.
It's the on my TikTok. You know that trend that's been going around with the shit Seriously, and then it's the women doing like a silhouette of themselves in underwear and shit.
Oh yeah.
I rickrolled the shit out of people.
Yeah, I commented on that one.
Wait, then you see the one where the kids are getting chased to the front door, and
Yeah, I
the
saw
clown
that
comes
today.
around the corner and they slap the clown.
Yeah,
To
he
me,
stood back for a second, like I can't believe you just did that.
and the part that made it funny to me is because the clown mask already had like bulging eyes out. So when he puts his hand up to his face, like what the fuck? You just smacked me. The eyes on the mask are bulging out.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's some funny shit on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. But TikTok, I hate to say it like this. TikTok is for people with short attention spans.
It really is. Why do you think
I
they allow
said that
people
to
to
somebody
make
the other day, and they was like, "What?
15-second
What?"
videos?
They got offended. I'm like, "Well, technically it is. You could really only. Well, they made it a little longer where you could post like 3-minute clips now, but anywhere from 15 seconds to a minute."
No, I made one of my longest videos recently, ranting about them messing on my order at McDonald's.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, when you left here the other night, you was in live for 25 minutes.
no. This happened. When I went to work the other day.
Yeah, when you ordered your
So here's how it plays out. Right, a few weeks ago, I had mentioned to my wife, I was like, "Yo, listen, I wonder if you can get the onions from a McDouble put on a double quarter pounder." And because the shit that they put on a double quarter pounder, it's just like big chunks of like white onion, and it's nasty. So I roll up there the other day on my way to work, and I'm like, "Yo, can I have a double quarter pounder meal with?" I was like, instead of the with no pickles, but instead of the onions you guys normally put on it, can I have the onions from a McDouble? And she said, "Okay, yeah, you can have it. You call them dehydrated onions." She's like, "Yeah, we'll take care of it." So I go up to the window, pay for the shit. My job is like 15 minutes away from this McDonald's. I didn't check the bag. I get to my job. I eat the McDouble because I ordered that too. And then I look at the case that has the double quarter pounder on it, and it says special request. Like, I've never seen that before. Okay, open this shit up, and sure enough, not one onion on the fucking sandwich, but there's a big slopping glab of fucking Big Mac sauce on it. I'm like, what the? What the fuck is this? Oh, I still ate it though. I was like, I'm too far. I spent too much money. I'm eating this shit. I was like, where the hell do you get Mac sauce from onions? I don't get it. But whatever. You're getting paid fucking $18 an hour, man. To make sure somebody gets onions on a burger. Can you put the onions on the burger, please?
That's why I hate going to these fast food restaurants, man. They can never get a damn order right. Like, bro, it's on the screen. Make it how you see it on the screen.
yes,
It's not rocket science, man. It's not rocket science. You're not putting the chemicals together, hoping for some kind of fusion or something.
I
Just
admit,
put the shit on the way it says it on the screen.
I admit, I was legit disappointed. So much so that I had to make a fucking TikTok about it.
Dude.
That shit had me mad, dude.
You know what I mean? Because they're lazy, dude. And I'll tell you right now. All right, so the Wendy's around my area. If anybody's ever seen the show Impractical Jokers, I forgot. I think his name is Sal. I think it is. Well, he stopped at my local Wendy's. This might have been like 2 or 3 years ago, or something like that. It was a while ago. Stopped in. It was late night or whatever.
Year. It was like
Nah. It wasn't last year. It was before that. But he told the story. He told the story a few months ago. He stopped in for like something late Dundee because he was going back to the city, which is from where our area. It's like an hour and a half drive or whatever. And him and his wife, they ordered like a chicken sandwich and some other stuff or whatever. And he's watching it like I've been to the Wendy's around this time, and yes, the way he describes it, it looks like it's steamy from the outside, but there's a a film of grease on the window. Well, it was disgusting. And he talks about it. Like he ordered a chicken sandwich. And he watched the dude raw dog bare hand his chicken sandwich out of the fryer and put onto the bun and stuff and try to serve it to him.
And then when he said something about it, the dude tried to act like it was okay. You're like, no, I'm not eating that shit. Give me my money back. And this is after waiting a half hour, 45 minutes. So yeah, don't go to the Wendy's in Sullivan County if you're ever up here.
They're under new management, quote unquote. I tried to go there the other night for a strawberry frosty. That's all I wanted. Oh, I'm sorry. The credit card machine is down. We're rebooting it. It's going to be about 45 minutes. Like when I'm ordering food, it already takes you fuckers 30 minutes to bring it to me.
Wait, they got strawberry frosties?
Strawberry frosties, man. And I had one before. That's why I went back and ordered the shit. Pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. The strawberry shake you get from McDonald's is a little bit better, but it's a strawberry frosty.
You can't get a strawberry shake from McDonald's because damn shake machine's always broken.
Bullshit. I got one the other day. I drank a little bit of it and I give the rest of Chubb.
Thank you, Uncle Mike, for feeding my kids a bunch of sugar. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. What are you talking about? I haven't bought them any candy bars in a long. I'll probably do that tomorrow night. I get off early. Bring them some Reese's Pieces and some Snicker bars.
I'm kind of thinking I'm thinking I might go to that fuck it, what the hell is his name? Catch and Release seafood boil spot again.
Where the hell is that at?
Where Chuck E. Cheese was.
Oh, down in Mitty?
Yeah. So Dave, I don't know. Have you? There's this. I guess they're chain restaurants. It's called like Catch and Reel or some shit. It's like a seafood spot, and they do the whole like seafood boils. You know, have you had those before?
Are you talking about like crawdad bowl or shrimp bowl?
Yeah, that type of shit. They do it at this restaurant. So me and the wife went there a couple weeks ago, and I ordered one. Now I don't eat like crawfish and stuff like that, so I got the shrimp and I got the scallops. The scallops were like the size bigger than a silver dollar, and they were thick.
Oh crap!
Right, and then the shrimp were huge. So I got those, and the way it works is you have to order at least two things, and you have to order at least a half a pound of it. So I got those two things, and it already comes with like the potatoes, the corn, and stuff like that. So I just added sausage to it. Man, yo, that shit was so. And then it gives you you can choose like 7 different sauces to cover it in. Man, that shit was good. And then it was even better the next day because I took the rest of the scallops and the shrimp and the potatoes, and I put it in a pan and sauteed it with a little butter in the sauce it had already been sitting in. Oh man, that shit was so good.
You're gonna have to send me the name of that place when I come back to New York. I want to try that,
dude.
Because I'm big on those. Any type of seafood bowl, I'm in.
I'm telling. That was the first time I've ever been to a spot like that. So I was kind of iffy about it, but shit, I will be. They will have my money. They will be getting more money on my more of my money. Sorry, couldn't talk right there for a second. Let's see.
All right. Do they do takeout bags?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get. Plus, they do like the only thing they have chicken. They just don't have steak on the menu. So, like, you can get a chicken po' boy, or like chicken fingers or something like that if you're not into seafood.
I'll take a seafood boil.
Yep, it's called Hook and Reel Cajun Seafood and Bar. Let's see how we're
okay.
Let's see what locations they have. Real locations.
Yeah, because when you be coming up to New York State and stuff like that, right?
Stuff together to do them bull when y'all come down for the Dog Man
That'd be
convention.
awesome.
Oh, well, I'll be there.
Because we usually do our own bulls. We do crawdad shrimp, but we throw in mushrooms, sausage, oranges.
Are you throwing in boudet sausage or regular like Italian sausage?
Like Polish sausage.
Mm.
Yep, that's what they put in one that I ordered.
Polish sausage, kielbasa.
So this hook and reel joint, it seems to be a New York thing. Like there's one Long Island, one up here upstate, one close to the it looks like the PA Jersey border. So yeah, shit. Next time you up in New York, man, I'll fucking shoot me a message. We'll go to the spot.
All right. Yeah, because I was looking at grabbing a load earlier today going to Rome.
Oh, Rome? That's fucking like that's not far. Dude, that's up by, that's roughly the state capital area. It's about a 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah, that's not
bad
far
at
at all. Yep. No, let's see. They got a couple in Jersey, a couple in New York. Yeah, well worth it. I'll be going there. I'm probably gonna go there for lunch tomorrow, honestly.
Do they add in the little red potatoes and corn on the cob? And
Yeah, yep, all of that comes in with it. The only thing you got to order with it is like if you want sausage with it or eggs or something like that.
Can I just?
Yeah, you can do a hard boiled egg.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go there and you're gonna get this stuff. I'm gonna be at work. You son of a bitch.
Hold up, motherfucker. Hold up. You don't eat seafood. No.
I said I'll try it. I just said I'll try it.
You don't eat seafood.
Seafood
gotta-
oil?
gotta try
Seafood
crawdad,
oil?
though.
I gotta try it at least once.
Don't get all uppity on me because you said
No.
you said you don't eat seafood.
There's certain seafood. I don't eat shrimp because shrimp ain't nothing but the roaches of the sea. That's all.
You hear this shit? This lame. You hear this lame shit?
Man, that's a delicacy.
Hell yeah.
You just got to make sure you take out that vein. That's all you got to do.
And these shrimps, the shrimp at this restaurant, they're big and they're clean. I mentioned it to one of my bosses the other day that I went there and shit. He's like, yeah, seafood restaurant in New York, in Orange County. I was like, yeah, I know we're not exactly close to the fucking ocean or anything like that, but when you're craving seafood, man, you're craving it.
Well, no, not necessarily, man. The way this should work, dude. As long as you put your order in, they'll pick the shit up. Like most of these orders that come up here, they pick them up in the city and bring them up here.
Yeah, early in the morning.
That's how we get like our veal and like our steak sandwiches and certain shit that we order. Like there's this one restaurant where they're so far out. Like if they need something, they'll order it through us because we're closest to their drop-off point, and they'll just come pick the shit up.
Yeah.
So you can get it if you get your order in the day before. The guy, Jay, you know exactly what it is. You know who it is. He goes down the city, he picks the stuff up, and he brings it back upstate, like fresh salmon, all that stuff.
He used to drive. Yeah, he used to drive around with like a big ass freezer truck and selling it to people.
No. I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
I'm talking about the dude back in the day. They used to have
Stoneman?
I guess that was his name. He had the big ass freezer truck.
Man, that was the guy that had the corner store on the side of the street in Broadway, where on a hot day you could smell that shit a mile away. Not him.
If y'all want to learn how to make that, follow the one guy on TikTok called Stale Cracker.
Stale Cracker?
Yeah. He's a Cajun dude. He does a lot of different cooking. He does a lot of benefits and everything where he does these crab bowls. The
Wait a minute,
crab,
is it the
the guy
dude
with the mullet that has the beer cans?
Yeah.
in his...
Yeah.
I know exactly
That's
what you're talking about. Like, let's do it, dude.
Yeah,
That's
I
him.
like that guy.
That's money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that guy. Yep. I know exactly who you're
that's
talking
money,
about.
dude.
Now, if you watch when he
Yeah,
does
he's
the
a
full
natty ice
boils, he
cream
tells you a really good
thing.
way to keep those shrimp where they'll peel easy, and how to do your crawdads right too, so they come out really good.
Dude, I watch that dude all the time. Have you ever seen the Barbecue Pit Boys?
Yes.
Oh man, dude, those peanut butter and jelly ribs they did that one time. Holy
What?
shit. Peanut
What?
butter
So
and jelly
what?
rib. You heard me right. Peanut butter and jelly ribs. Baby backs.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Now that's
Oh
interesting.
man. Oh man. What's
I
going
didn't know
on,
that
Ralph?
was a thing.
Hello.
What's up, Ralph?
Dude.
Dude,
Hey, Rob.
Hey,
I'm
yeah,
telling you, look at my- peanut butter, barbecue pit boys, peanut butter and jelly ribs. And I might be mistaken on the rib type. It might have been spare ribs. I think it was spare ribs. But either way, it'll work for spare ribs or baby backs.
see now I'm gonna have to go get a slab of ribs for today or tonight and for the grill. Yeah, peanut butter and jelly. How does that work though?
Dude, look them up. I'm not telling. Watch the video.
Yeah,
Barbecue pit boys.
like,
I'm gonna have to look them back up on Facebook. I used to have them popping up all the time. I ain't seen them in like a year and a half.
mm,
I gotta find that video.
I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
I'll be back
Yeah,
in a second, fellas.
one left field I wanted to talk about was that movie Abominable you were talking about with the Bigfoots pulling that. Yeah, part of me kind of has a weird little theory about it that the creator of that movie or one of the creative team of that movie heard about some account or another about these northern squashes coming down south, and I think Willie is like a big case evidence that is actually going on. And I just kind of, because like the context of the movie was these are not the regular Sasquatches of the area. These are like the big guys from up north that are been coming down south.
That's
I
the
was
movie
thinking
where
that too when y'all were talking about it.
I'm sorry, Dave. What'd you say?
I was thinking the same thing Roth was when y'all were talking about that earlier. That they heard possible events is the reason why they created the movie. Especially with the one pulling the woman through the window out of the bathroom.
Oh yeah. But you know what? I believe you'll get a lot more government information through liaisons doing these B and C type movies
Mhm.
because nobody ever really watches them. So they're like, yo, we'll here. Just start feeding them stuff and they used it. Or the producer might have actually been privy to this encounter and it intrigued him so much that he wanted it done as a movie. Whoa. As part of the movie.
That could be
Because
true.
And like,
because that totally sounds like what Volt used to talk about, where some people did some dumb shit down there in Mississippi and somebody got yanked through a bathroom window.
Yep.
Mhm.
And the husband got yanked and his arms pulled off.
Mm-hmm.
and like for me, like one of the big questions I've been asking is what is driving all these Sasquatches from up north south? Like what is driving them out?
I have a theory on that.
I
Has
also
anybody
have a
ever
theory.
heard about the pyramid that was found underwater by the Navy near Cuba? Now, in that pyramid, supposedly they used a submersible drone, and there was a lit up room with a crystal ball in it. What if they're all being driven down that way by that pyramid and what's in there? That's the
could
only
be
thing
one.
that
Another one that I heard up my own grapevine was that potentially there has been such a settlement of another species up north that they have just been driving out Sasquatches out of their usual home territories, and now they're moving. Now the Sasquatches are moving south.
That could be
Like-
a possibility.
Like just pointing one finger at one culprit could be, what if there is a far northern territory of dogmen that has just been growing in size all these times, and they've just been slowly from the south getting themselves up north and driving their herds of deer with them up north.
Kind of makes sense though. 15-footers troll out the 12-footers. The 12-footers troll out the 10 to 8.5ers. The 8.5ers troll out anything from 8.5 to 6.
Yeah.
And it just gradually goes down. So the ones that you would normally see down south that would be like 6.5 feet tall are now 7.5, 8 feet, if not bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what Walt talked about, down there in Florida, where he's at, where all the homeless have been getting killed and basically ripped to pieces. A few years ago, that guy that was on Sasquatch Chronicles that lived in North Carolina, where he went and tried to find this one old man that was out hunting Bigfoot, and when he found his truck, he found his campsite, torn to pieces, truck torn to pieces, and they found the man for miles, piece by piece. And it's all like you saw going south. Now, what if it all stems from something over 100 years ago coming from the Headless Valley there in Canada, where all those miners went up there and every one of them were decapitated. Whenever they found gold, anything else, they were all killed. What if that's something that's been going on for over 150 years? It's just been drifting south, but you don't hear about it because nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah, and to kind of help tie this into movies is that sometimes these movies are ways of either disclosure or a desensitization of certain events happening. Like Alien Nation, having aliens living among us. V, a possible aliens living among us in disguise, and then only later on coming out as what they really are, or vice versa. Not just reptilians.
Side note, Alien Invasion was a great show.
Yeah. V was really good.
I'll tell you another little disclosure thing that they put in a movie. A recent King Kong versus Godzilla. The underground rail systems that run on maglev. They put that in those were put in the movie. The giant holographic area that they had Kong in the beginning of the movie, that was in there. Where I believe it was back when Wes Germer first started Sasquatch Chronicles, he talked to an insider that said there was some kind of area that they keep some of these cryptids in, that they don't know how these cryptids don't know how big the shit in, because how big the area is, because it's like overlapped in like a fucking hologram and shit.
Wasn't that called the zoo?
I think it was called. I think that was called the zoo.
Because I know there was a spot down in southern Florida where they housed a whole bunch of like weird, creepy shit, and then one of the hurricanes hit down there, and it
destroyed it.
Yeah, knocked everything out. It's kind of the same storyline about what happened at Dulce, but a little different. It was also Dulce, they had the whole alien interaction and everything like that, and they had whatever they were doing downstairs in the lower levels, and some of those shits got loose.
Yeah, But yeah, in the earlier shows of Wes Germer's, he used to be insiders used to send him a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I guess he got to the realization like, yo, to not put that shit out there. But he used to get a lot of people used to contact him with information and shit.
Yeah.
I remember the one episode that it was a double episode that he had up where it was a person that was put on one of these kill teams, and they were given like descriptions of everything like that, and one of these things was outside, like basically killing their dog, and they went outside and the shit like slammed them on the ground and beat them to basically a bloody pulp, and he had the pictures and everything like that.
Yeah, there was a female. It was a female that happened to. She was
she was put on one of the kill teams
because she had her expertise was in like fucking DNA or something like that. Yeah. Yep. And she thought it was a man or something. And shit started attacking her dog. She went out there to help her dog, and shit beat her ass.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yep.
Yeah, so he took it down because she was getting after the episode, like people recognized her voice or something like that, and she started getting like death threats. So he took the episode down.
She got beat so bad that
like she got hit by a dump truck.
Like she actually started having like impairment, like brain impairments and stuff. But yeah, he used to get a lot of information from these inside people.
Isn't she the one when she was on one of the kill teams that was using some type of instrument to locate the Bigfoot? Some type of sonic weapon? Well, what is a sonic weapon? It's more like a radar, but it was sonic.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Same person.
Speaking of the maglev systems, have you guys heard that at least in Sweden they are installing electromagnetic concrete into all of the roads for all their train and bus systems, and they are potentially thinking about doing the same thing for the United States, where instead of having internal combustion engines, we more or less have a magnetic electrical system where
why? So when they start really rolling out what they want to roll out, they'll shut everything down and people become immobilized.
Yep.
That's exactly what'll happen. They'll shut down the grid, and then nobody will be able to use their.
One of the greatest memes you'll ever see. One of the greatest memes you'll ever see is somebody. I think I posted it. It might have been a month or two ago, where this dude was driving a Tesla. He ran out of energy, and guess what he had in the back? Guess what he had in the trunk of his car?
Generator.
A gas generator with spliced wires, so he can recharge his Tesla.
I don't know, just
like people don't understand. Like, how the hell do you think you get your food? How do you get your toilet paper?
Because you ain't wiping your ass with your hand, I'll tell you that.
One of the things that people around my circles are concerned with is the general health of the earth. And Gaia has been in pain for a long while now.
Yep.
And the internal combustion engine with gasoline and coal has been kind of hurting her since. And we do want to look for, really good means of clean energy. So for us, just thinking of less harmful ways to get transportation going, to keep transportation going, to keep the market going for food and all that, without having to worry about the ozone and all that.
No, I totally understand that, but the mining that they're doing to get the lithium for these batteries is creating more toxic air than anything else.
Yep.
Yeah. And
these batteries last how long? Once they go bad, they don't really deteriorate like that. They have like at least a couple of 100 years of shelf life once they get put in the ground.
Yeah. Also, Shelly, I would probably just do some research on that because I do not know. Again, my forte is on the non-human side of things. Because when it comes to the human side of things, it's my fuzzy area.
No, I totally get it. But like, there's more pollution being created on this planet for mining for these things for these electronic cars than natural fossil fuels and stuff like that.
That's why Tesla was way ahead of his time. Because
Oh yeah,
if
dude,
you ever
he
heard the
was giving
story
people
about,
free energy back in shit. Think about it. After Tesla died, the government came in and took all his files.
Yep.
yep,
Yes, they
they
did.
only released part of them
Everything.
back to Romania.
Everything.
But his one creation was that car. If you ever heard the real story about it, it's basically an electric motor sitting in the car. That way it can turn the transmission, going back to your differential, turn the tires. He was getting over 100 miles an hour with it. He never had to charge it, but he had that little wooden box basically on the passenger side of the car, and it had tubes. And when they asked him, he said he was getting the energy from the ether, which I'm thinking he was picking up a lot of the energy coming off the power plants that he helped build.
Free energy. He was basically
Exactly.
running Wi-Fi, delivering energy.
Yeah.
Also, to answer your question about the water engines, if anyone does have a water engine, you got to keep that shit quiet because I've heard a whole lot of horror stories about someone going, "Hey, I found out how to make a water engine," and then they got disappeared.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That recent shooting in
Buffalo.
the security guard that was there, he worked on and perfected a water engine.
It was putting it in for patent.
The way they off people nowadays is they'll send somebody in and they'll off a bunch of people, but they'll off that person
cover
they're
the
targeting too. Yep, to cover the track, they'll off that person that they're looking for, but they'll then also they'll off a bunch of other people too to make it look like a fucking mass shooting or something like that. Because that guy was a security guard. He had videos out about him how he built and perfected a water-based engine, and he's not the first person to get their shit taken away or killed because they came up with the idea.
Dude,
There was a few people in the 90s that did the same thing that fucking ended up disappearing.
I posted a TikTok about a month or two ago where this dude, like, you know, like guys soup up their like Honda Civics and stuff like that with the fuel cells in the back. Well, his fuel cell was running off cold water. I mean, ice. And another guy chimed in like, "Bro, you do know that they've killed people over this? Like, why?" The last person they killed about this, I'll see if I can go back and find the shit. This was like 2 months ago because I post a lot of weird shit. If you follow me on Facebook.
Like,
Yep.
the water-powered engine is a huge conspiracy theory unto itself.
I'm sorry, Ralph. Go ahead.
Just the water-powered engine is a huge conspiracy theory unto itself because people have found out ways to actually do it, but they meet demises or just get disappeared, or people don't ever remember them ever again.
Well, Jay, what was Truth, what was the one guy's name? He came out with the water power engine. This was probably back in like the 90s, early 2000s. And basically it ran on regular water, salt water, or you could even, I hate to say it like this, but you could even pee in the tank and it ran on that. And he could drive from New York to California on one tank.
Yep.
And they killed his ass.
He got off quick. As soon as it went public that he could do that, he turned up missing. He turned up
He
dead.
was sitting in a diner, he ate something, and was like, "Oh, holy
I don't
shit,
feel
they
right."
poisoned me."
Yep.
Yeah, he had a dune buggy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Him and his brother helped build it in the garage.
Yep. That shit could go from New York to California on one tank.
Yeah,
And this was late 90s, early 2000s. They offed him real quick.
because he told the news that he had the Army looking at his design,
Mhm.
and when he told them, he was dead.
Yep. They sent the lieutenant colonel in to talk to him about the shit.
Yeah,
And another
They
conspiracy.
all they did was kill him and take. They killed him and took his design.
Yep. Another thing is a lot of these people who get off before they get talked to, it's always a lieutenant colonel that gets sent in to talk to them.
yeah.
That's just something strange that I've come across in my research. It's always a lieutenant colonel. Before this person gets off, it's always the lieutenant colonel that comes in and talks to them.
I'm thinking it's a lieutenant colonel from DARPA.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Because
One bit.
I have to share it with y'all. There's a TikTok deal that talks about nothing but those water engines.
See, Keith
So-
Keith King just put in chat. This one guy who invented a water-based engine and died by falling off the back of a train drunk. The man never drank a drop in his life, and people who knew him said he never even tasted alcohol ever. See? You can't. If you invent something like that, just keep it to yourself.
Don't
Use
say
it, maybe
nothing.
keep it to yourself, and maybe help a family member out with it, but don't say a word.
Well, who's the one guy up in Canada, Hutchison, who actually created anti-gravity in a lab? They came in and took his shit and shut him down. They didn't kill him off, but they shut him down.
Yep. So, if I was able to invent that,
And
I wouldn't say a word. I would help Bass out, give him some technology.
And for the people who don't know the gentleman I'm talking about, he's the guy that lifted basically a cannonball off a table using some force fields that he created. Basically,
That he artificially
looks
created,
like a back room of his house.
Because here's a stepping stone for you guys to think about. What if the water-powered engine or the anti-grav stuff is one of the checkpoints for full alien assimilation to the greater galactic community?
Oh, we need meaning like we need to hit that
Be
benchmark before they
assimilation
start.
Officially approaching us.
Or disclosure.
As in, we get aliens parking into national capitals and saying, hey, we are from X and XY communities. We want to bring you in to part of the actual community. We're ready to help you guys. You can be stars.
Okay, where I see where you're going with this. Whereas like right now we're still using fossil fuels and they're kind of considering us like primitive. Whereas if we manage to harness energy from water or free energy like that, that would open up the gateway for them to be like, okay, I think maybe you guys are ready to advance now. Whereas right now, if somebody comes out with that technology, the guys that have a grip on everything are like, no, shut that shit down. It's going to interfere with the money. It's going to interfere with their way of life, because then they won't be able to control anything because everybody will be associated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me personally, I believe that the human race hasn't evolved enough to deal with that kind of concept.
Some of us have.
Oh, some of us have, but as a majority, absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. I want to say the ratio is probably 98% to 2%. Might be a little higher because people are starting to wake up nowadays, but we are not enlightened enough to deal with anything like that.
What about taking this one step further? Okay, the aliens know, and they approached us already, because and said, okay, if you reach a certain milestone, we'll bring you in. But so another race has said, no, don't deal with them. But what if that's why the guide stones were put in place? To let everybody know, because that certain race of aliens is going to help us and take that percentage off the planet and go out and find other Earths and populate and get that higher elevation of human out there. That way we can populate those other planets, but take care of them while the last ruminants have to learn to take care of this one before they're even involved with anything. Because like Law was talking about,
I got
wars
you.
is about, there's going to be wars breaking out like crazy.
That's like, okay, yes, we do have some very, very special people on this planet, but for the most part, no. Like they would have to be very, very selective in order to do something like that.
Well,
Because
guys,
think about it, the guy was talking about dwindling the planet's population down from billions to 500,000 or less. No, 500 million.
500 million.
Less. That's
Alright,
a lot of people.
guys, I gotta go take care of something, so I gotta
So
go in.
what-
I gotta
Are
end.
they
Hey,
gonna-
Bass, I gotta take care of something, so I gotta end the stream.
All right.
All right, thank you guys for hopping in. Thank you guys for joining us, and maybe I'll do another one this weekend. But we will see you later on.
All
Take
right.
it easy.
Later.